Here we go. Here at the Bronx Zoo, the headquarters of the Wildlife Conservation Society, we're working to save wildlife and wild places around the world. We have scientists and eco-guards working in the field and zookeepers working right here at home to protect a wide range of life. Now I'm going to point out the animals as we approach them, but I'm going to need your help. Scientists and zookeepers need good observation skills to learn about animal behavior and to ensure their health. Let me know what you see and please share with your other guests. And we have now traveled over 7,000 miles and arrived in Asia. Be on the lookout for animals. Now Asia is the continent known for its vast deer population and its deer diversity. But at this time, folks, those animals have migrated to the far side of the zoo and we will see them shortly. Now in the meantime, at this spot, one of our deers, one of our new addition, look up to the top right, right from that tree. Up to the top right. One leg by itself. Now the reason him out, folks, he's a brand new addition here at the Bronx Zoo. He's known as the backfin deer, and he's native to Central Asia. Now a fact about these particular deer, we do have some more coming to the right. There they go. One of our researchers just discovered them in Afghanistan after not being seen for nearly 40 years. And we have them right here at the Bronx Zoo. Now the other species that we'll see a little later are the honey-colored barred civet deer, the spotted axis deer, and the white-bellied black buck antelope. But these are the backfin deer, folks. They're brand new. We just received them last year, and they're native to Central Asia. Now these small bills that are passing on the right represent a very interesting WCS conservation story.
Farmers in Indonesia live closely with wild animals, like elephants. Near the seashore, WCS field staff work with local leaders and farmers in Indonesia to come up with a crop protection unit. This unit created many different ways for farming to continue. One strategy was to place them around the crops. Elephants do not like chickens and leave the farms alone, allowing the farmer and the animals to share the habitat peacefully.
Yes, now we all know that a species that's extinct no longer exists. Now the next animal was on the verge of extinction. In fact, the Mongolian wild horse, or the Shavorsky's horse, was extinct in nature, and they can only be found in zoos. But recently, there have been some introduction of the Mongolian wild horses in areas of Mongolia and China from North America and Asian zoos. And as we train around this corner, and we're coming into the lower part of our meadow, I'm going to ask you to look up to the upper right. You're about to see our beautiful Mongolian wild horses. Smartly standing in the shade. There they go, the Mongolian wild horses. Beautiful animals. Now as you're looking at them, I'm pretty sure you noticed the difference between these horses and our domestic ones. One they have shorter legs and a stockier build, also have an erect mane. They're missing the forearm. That's a piece of mane that drapes over the forehead of our domestic horses. Now the Bronx Zoo received this first animal in 1902, and to date, we've had over 50 Mongolian wild horse foals born right here at the Bronx Zoo. Now in the meantime, here's one of our animal experts. His name is Jonathan Slack to speak more about these wonderful animals.
Jonathan Slack of Russia, is a major working in the Wildlife Conservation Society. Przewalski's horse went extinct in the wild in the 1960s. On a recent trip to Kazakhstan, I thought about the ongoing and successful efforts in Indonesia to bring these horses back to the Central Asian steppe. The world is having stories. Watch the impossible possible. See over stories. That's what's happening today.
Alright, this upper meadow that way right here is just an extended area where we do allow our horses to play, frolic, and run around. So here at the Bronx Zoo, we do offer them plenty of room and allow them to do just what they want to do. Again, our Mongolian wild horses, and again, all this upper area is there, folks, and yes, they use every bit of it. From the lower to the upper, from the back to the front, this is all there for the Mongolian wild horses. We're now to look out for one vulnerable and endangered species, and believe me when I tell you, it is very large. We are talking about the gaur, the world's largest wild cat. Now, males can weigh up to 2,000 pounds as much as a small car. They stand 6 feet tall and are 10 feet long. And with their large size and impressive horns, a male gaur can fight off just about anything, folks, and that includes a tiger. But what threatens these huge animals is the loss of their Asian habitats and diseases that they do catch from other domestic cattle. Now at this time of day, they normally go to the far right, so as you're coming in, further to the middle, but to the far right corner, there they go. I see a few standing up and more laying down. The gaur, the world's largest wild cattle. Now recently we added 2 females and a male from San Diego. They arrived by special truck. as we're trying to increase our herd, and we have been successful. We now have new calves. Now, only 4 zoos in America carry this species. Of course, the Bronx Zoo is one of them. Now, if you can, from this distance, try to get a good look at those horns. Now, those horns are curving in, those are females. If they're slightly pointing up, those are males. They're the gal of the world's largest wild cattle. And believe me when I tell you, folks, not too many other animals bother them. They're as powerful as big. The gal of the world's largest wild cattle. And of course, they're going to be very protective of those calves. And as we're about to test our scientific and observation skills, you might be hearing a noise coming from the concrete jungle rather than Asia. You know, it's easy to forget that the Bronx Zoo sits in the heart of an urban environment. And the noise that we're hearing behind us now is the traffic from the Bronx River Parkway. And this very large fence that we're approaching right here is used to reduce the noise of that city traffic because we do want to keep our animals calm. Now I'm going to ask everyone to please remain seated as we're about to round this corner because we are now on the lookout for a tiger. Now, tiger stripes provide excellent camouflage, so they're very often difficult to spot. They're so secretive that even our professional researchers have a hard time finding them. Now, adult tigers don't live alone in the wild, which is why you're only going to see one of them at the exhibit at a time. And once we round this corner, we'll soon be able to look out for canary. Now, canary, folks, is our male Mongolian tiger. Now, the 2 types of species that we do show here at the Bronx Zoo, the Malayan and the Siberian, also known as the Amur, the Siberian, are the larger of the 2. Now, folks, if you look down to the bottom right, he's in his pool. So as we come down, slowly look down. There he is, enjoying the water. Look down. Now, he's not as big as a Siberian tiger, but just as beautiful. That's Panari, our male Malayan tiger. Now, tigers hunt a variety of animals, but they prefer wild pigs and medium-sized deer. Now, typically, a tiger will gorge itself with a fresh kill, eating as much as 40 pounds of meat at one time. Now, just think, that's the equivalent of you and I eating 160 hamburgers in one sitting. And after a meal of that size, a tiger will not eating it for about several days. And if you do want to get a closer look at our tigers, you can visit our tiger mountain right here at the Bronx Zoo. Again, that's Panari, folks, our male Malayan tiger. And as you can see, he's a beauty. Now the train's about to come down this small hill. We'll soon be in the back of the gala exhibit. So once we come down, take a quick peek up. Because between 4 and 4:30 p.m., those large wild cattle will be right down on this hill, very close to the train. And it's a sight to behold. You can really appreciate their great size. Again, it's the back of the gala exhibit. Let's just a few of our calves up there. And as we're about to come down this small hill, now we'll look out for the animals that we didn't see in the first round. You see a few of our backfield deer, which are brand new. And now, look to the left on the fence line. Those honey-covered deer are the Barrasinger deer. There's one male right there with long antlers. Now they get their name from the look of the male antlers. Barrasinger means 12 tines in Hindi. And that just means that the males have 12 to 14 points on those antlers. Now, if you're able to see those small spotted deer, folks, those are the axis deer, which are native to India and Sri Lanka. And the Bronx Zoo has been showing those particular deer here since 1899, when the zoo first opened 123 years ago. Now the next animal blends in with the muddy area it calls home. If you see what looks like a pig with like a tusk that runs through the top of its snout and curves backwards towards his eyes, you find a pig called a Babarusa. And the fact that the tusk resembles antlers earned this pig its name. Babarusa means pig deer in the Malay language. Now males will use those tusks to fight with other males to display dominance in order to attract other females. Now their gray and color slate blend very well with the exhibit. As we're passing by a small bamboo forest coming up on the right. Now we have Kenneth in the first pen, but he's going to be hard to see, folks, because he's right below us down to the bottom right, and he is asleep. Now the second pen we have a female. She will not have those tusks, but she will have a long snout. So we can locate her. She's a little bit more mobile, and then she goes down to the bottom right also. At least she's walking around. Now again, folks, I'm going to ask everyone to please remain seated, because if you had a hard time seeing those animals, believe me, you will not have a hard time seeing our next ones, because we're about to see the world's largest land mammals. And of course, we're talking about our Asian elephants, Happy and Patty. Now, Happy's going to be right below us down to the bottom right, and Patty's going to be a little further over, right below us. That's Happy. Now, that large tree that you see by the Chippewa pool, that's an elephant-sized back scratcher. Now, African and Asian elephants are iconic animals worldwide, but they're struggling in the wild. Now, the first thing that you notice about these lovely ladies is their size. Asian elephants can weigh more than 10,000 pounds, so they eat a lot of vegetation. Well, on top of that, Happy and Patty eat about 200 pounds of hay each day. They drink about 60 gallons of water. That is per day. Coming up on Patty now to the right. Now try to get a good look at those trunks, because only Asian elephants have this adaptation. They have finger-like features on the end of their trunks where they can gently pick up a blade of grass. Or with those same trunks, they can tear out all these tree branches out here with enormous force. Those trunks hold more than 40,000 muscles. They're incredible too. Now our elephants are over 50 years old, folks. They're over 50. Now here at the Bronx Zoo, we do take very good care of our elephants. They not only get baths, but they get pedicures as well. They deserve it. That is Happy and Patty, our Asian elephant. And as we leave our elephant zone, we're now to look out for another large mammal, which tends to weigh around 3,500 pounds. Has a horn in its nose and looks to be armor-plated, but nothing could be further from the truth when you talk about a rhinoceros skin. And we're now to look out for Cali, our Indian rhino, also known as the greater one-horn rhino. Now, I'm not seeing him down here in the first mud wallow in the back, so that's usually the end one here to second much larger mud wallow around the corner. So we're going to scoot around that as we do. I'm going to give you some facts. Now, all rhinos are highly endangered, with about 3,700 surviving in India and Nepal. Now, here at the Bronx Zoo, we've had great success caring for these very rare animals, but breeding is a huge challenge. Now, this is for the moms on the train. Moms, listen to this. A female rhino stays pregnant for 16 months. Then after being pregnant for almost a year and a half, they give birth to a calf weighing between 55 to 100 pounds. Now, the calf will stay with its mother for about 2 to 3 years. We get no weaning, but only take about 12 to 16 months. Now, again, most people think that rhinos are armor-plated, and again, nothing to be further from the truth. They just have a layer of skin that has many folds, which you're about to see. So when you do see a rhinoceros playing a they're there to protect that very sensitive skin from sunlight and from insects. Now, as we come around, look down to the bottom right, there's Penny, our Indian rhinoceros. Now, most of the time, she has sunblock smeared on her face and ears, so it rubs off a little bit to keep her from sunburn. That's Penny. Now, we've had 14 baby rhinos born right here at the Bronx Zoo, and we're currently caring for 5 endangered species as I speak. Now, this much larger mud wallow that was slowly passing by is the original mud wallow, Wild Asian, made back in 1977, and made larger mud wallow all on itself by continually stomping around it. And that's how they made it bigger, and they've been doing it for the last 45 years. And here's some more about our rhinos.
The rhinos you see here are Indian rhinos. We work with habitats all over the world that are homes to rhinos. Here is a note from our field office in Sumatra, and Ulan, who works with the Sumatran rhino. Sumatran rhinos are the smallest of the world's rhinos, and they are considered critically endangered.
My name is Ulan Kusri, and I'm the Species Conservation Specialist for WCS Indonesia program. We carried out an island-wide survey of the last wild population of Sumatran rhinoceros in Indonesia. With so many unknowns on how to manage Sumatran rhinos in the wild or captivity, our studies showed definitively that we must protect them at source. The cost of doing nothing could be the extinction of the species, and I can't imagine that.
All right, folks, as we leave Penny behind, if you're able to see that big chunk full of deer standing by itself, that was a sandbar deer. Now, they're the largest deer in Southern Asia. Now, males can weigh to stand about 5 feet tall with their shoulder length as much as 650 pounds, and with antlers that go at least 3 feet long, and his antlers are still growing. That's a male sandbar deer. I see 2 spotted deer, folks, as we come around, come down to the right. These are Formosa sika deer. Now, they're from the island of Taiwan, formerly known as Formosa, and because of early habitat loss and overhunting in the early 1970s, all but eliminated their herds in the wild. You can only find them in zoos and parks in Taiwan, and we have them right here at the Bronx Zoo. Now, we also want to be on the lookout for the hog deer. Now, they get their name because they're short and heavy like a hog. They creep, they duck, they run under things. Rather than jump over things like other deer, it's the name hog deer. And we're also going to look out for the Nilgai antelope. Now, they get their name from the color of the male's coat. Nilgai means blue, blue in Hindi. And that's because the males have a bluish-gray tint to their coats, while the females have a yellowish-brown of theirs. Males have horns, where the females do not, and they've been clocked around 30 miles per hour while running. They are very fast. They are also the largest antelope species in Asia, and we'll be seeing them shortly. Now, if you look down to the bottom right, laying by itself by the fence down there, all the way to the right side, that's a small hog deer. Now, as we come down close, look up to the right, you see the combination of our sandbar deer, the big, beautiful chocolate-colored deer, and the Nilgai antelope. Now, another distinctive feature about the Nilgai, they look right above their hooves, they look like they wear white and black socks. And the lighter color ones are the Nilgai antelope, and the darker ones are the sandbar deer. And the smaller deer are hog deer. And I call those guys the creepers and the duckers because again, they like to creep and duck and run under things rather than jump over things like other deer. But the sandbar and the nilgai are the two largest species in Asia. Beautiful animals. Now folks, the area that we're entering now, want to look out for the cute little Chinese tufted deer. Very elusive little deer, 40 pounds maximum weight. So we do get to see a few, they are not babies. And just like our white-tailed deer here in New York, they have a white tail in the rug. Now quickly folks, we're going to the top right, there's one standing by the tree and slowly starting to walk. Now that's a full-grown deer. Now again, just like our white-tailed deer here in New York, they have a white tail in the rug. And when they flash that tail, it's the signal danger to the other deer, the little Chinese tufted deer. And we'll soon be crossing back over the Bronx River, the highest point in Ontario. Once we're over the water, we will be 35 feet high, so it does offer a nice photo opportunity. UCS knows how important it is to protect the Bronx River corridor and its greenway. So whether it's the Bronx River here in New York or the Iroquois River in Asia, rivers and streams are vital resources for wildlife everywhere. Now this next rocky terrain is the perfect environment for our next two species of animals, and both are well adapted to climb the rocks and mountain slopes. Look down on the ground to the rocky ledge. Now quickly folks, look to the right. We're now looking at the male markhorn with those long corkscrew horns. So on the males, these horns can grow as long as 5 feet. There's a young one about to jump down. And the males also sport those cool beards under the chin. Now on the males, again, those horns can grow as long as 5 feet and 10 inches on the females. Now these animals are able to jump 6 feet straight in the air, folks, and that's without when they start 6 feet straight up. And our marks were known to climb these trees just to reach the fresh leaves. They are excellent climbers and eaters. Look down to the bottom right, you see a few more of those species known as the Himalayan tom. They have a darker and shaggier coated horns that go directly back over their heads. They also have special rubbery cores that move that allow them to climb rocks very easily, just like the soul of a climbing gear. I hope your train's about to slow up. Don't want you to miss this. Start looking to the right. We're approaching a large tree, and behind that tree is a smaller tree. And down to the bottom right is Linus, our red panda. So as we slowly come around, there's Linus, our red panda. So be able to see the small Asia's other big cats. And as we round this in, our journey is almost out of range. And you've heard from some of our animal experts, and you tried out some of your own science skills while on this ride. So we hope that you've been inspired by what you've heard and seen today and remember. In addition to magnified parks here in New York City, the Bronx Zoo, the New York Aquarium, the Central Park Zoo, the Queens Zoo, and the Prospect Park Zoo, the WCS has scientists in the field at more than 300 sites in over 60 countries. Now, conflicts between humans and wildlife are becoming a more common concern all over the world. But the Wildlife Conservation Society scientists both in the field and here at the Bronx are WCS member. Now again, I'm going to ask everyone to be here at the wonderful Bronx Zoo. So please remain seated. There is a step up for those in the front row and a step down for those in the back row. And on behalf of the Wildlife Conservation Society and the Bronx Zoo, I want to thank you for joining us today. My name is Eugene. Please come back and join us again real soon here at the wonderful. Now folks, do me one last favor. Please check the seats, check the floors, and again, watch us as you're exiting the Monorail cars. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the wonderful Bronx Zoo. We'll soon be making that final stop. Alrighty folks, this train's about to stop. And those doors are about to open. Please watch your steps and enjoy the rest of your day here at the wonderful Bronx Zoo. Take care, everyone.